Good afternoon, everybody. I'm going to take this opportunity to go through correcting an invoice in error correction. I'm not sure if any of you have worked in here or even seen any of the invoices in error correction, because I think I normally correct them, but I'm not sure. Somebody might get in there and I don't know about it. But there were several invoices in error correction from a couple weeks ago, so I'm kind of assuming that nobody's looking in here. But I just wanted to show you very quickly how you actually correct an invoice. An invoice can show up in here for any reason that it can't make it through to APA when APA interfaces with Lawson. But it's normally because of this reason, because it's a PO credit that was sent to archive only. Just remember, you can't send credits to archive only if they're for a PO. However, you need to reference the PO and then send it to the workflow. So if you see anything in error correction that is for that, then this is how you correct it. First, what you want to do is you want to put the purchase order in. So you want to put in 0141 405 357-4 zeros and then CEA. So that part's correct because you've referenced the the PO. Now what you want to do is you want to change the flow, but in order to change the flow you have to find out who this PO belongs to. So, and I'm not going to show you a screenshot of that, but what you're going to do is you're going to go into, well actually I'll show you a screenshot. Here we go, because I already have it up. So then you're going to go to the PO in PO 20, and then you're going to look at where this where the location is. But a good way to find out what the location is the workflow is probably 846000, because you'll see this is 846999. So then you know which workflow to send this to, because normally, as you know, we don't send PO invoices to a workflow, so we never know the workflow. But for the credits for a PO, this is the way that they should be done in APA. I don't know how you guys handle them in Lawson. I may handle them differently, but I do know that this is how credits for PO matching invoices are to be handled in APA. So then we know the workflow is 846000. So just go ahead and find that workflow, and then what I normally do, you don't have to do this, but this is just if it's an error correction, because we can do the coding in error correction. We can't do the coding when we transfer it out of the invoice log, but I go ahead and I put the coding in. You don't have to do that. If you don't, send it to the level 0 approver to code it, and also select the level 1. If you are going to code it based on, because you already have the PO open, then you just need to send it to the level 1 or level 2 depending on the amount of the credit. So for this, I'm just going to send it to the level 1 because I'm going to just go ahead and code it, because to be honest, they're probably not going to know the coding for this, and we do, because we're in Lawson and we can find it in PO 20. So we have the correct workflow. So you're going to go ahead and close that. And then I like to put a comment in for the person that's approving this. I normally put, please approve, the coding has been entered based on the PO in Lawson. Please send back to AP if this is not for your location. You can put in whatever you want, but just let them know, because they're not used to seeing any PO matching invoices, so this might be a little different. Then what I do is I go ahead and I code, and I'm just going to show you how to code this, just so you know, because I don't think the approvers know what they're doing when they code to an activity, because they're not doing it right. And I'm not sure why, because they were trained. But this is what they should be doing. You'll put in your loss and company, your 846999, and then your 4 leading zeros and your 16999. Sorry about that. Then you're going to put in your activity. Also, your activity, you can get that from the activity asset tab, and you can just copy and paste. Your account category is also in there. It's A360A. And then your asset template. You can go ahead and put that coding in, and then you can update. So once you're finished doing all of that, you've coded it, you've put your note in here, and you fixed all this, then you're going to click Save. After you click Save, you're going to approve, and you're going to get a message that's going to say this invoice is being checked status, is in being checked status. Do you want to proceed? And just click yes. And then that will send it to the workflow. So this is just for error correction. However, when you're in the invoice log, make sure that you note the purchase order and that you send it to the workflow. So you're going to have to go into Lawson under that purchase order, and you're going to have to look at the ship to, and that will give you the location. And then that's the workflow that you use. So if you have any questions, give me a call, link message me, or send me an email. You guys have a good day. Bye.